please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subdates 230119.6. As we go deeper and closer to the Kingdom of Spoons, Ensign Spoon has requested a little R&R to see his filthy half-breed Fork and Spoon family. If you couldn't tell, he's an affirmative action hire. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I do apologise for the visual, it's the first one of the year. We're off to a banging start, as you can tell. Turns out, after nipping out for a small, cheeky Nando's, I ran out of time to edit fully. So I thought today, instead of doing This Week at Twitter, which we'll do on Monday, which has become a prevailing theme this year so far, I thought we'd look at two videos. The first one is only 30 seconds long. 30 seconds, yet it managed to garner considerable interest. And I'm going to read 4 tweets that I archived covering this before we play the video and respond to it. Stargazer Knights. Hi. What do you say, gentlemen? Would you prefer the original or the knockoff? A retweet of Libs of TikTok. We'll get to that in a moment. Miss Raven. You know you're just making the distaste towards trans women even worse, right? You say you want to be us, but in fact you demand to be superior. Why? And if you really want to split hair on this, you know it's going to come down to natural or man-made. Discordia, you got ripped off then. Your designer bag lacks 99% of the functionality of the free paper ones. Pro tip, women are slightly more than a whole to F, which is a retweet of Binky, who tweeted, Bon matin, denigrating real women again. This isn't right. So the tweet from Libs of TikTok with the video. Male transgender activist claims fake man-made vaginas are superior to real ones. I can think of a few instances where there may be an argument, but in truth, for personal preference, I'm asexual, so I have no horse in this race. So what we're going to do for this part, we're going to go through that video. It's 30 seconds, it won't take long, which is why we have a second video that is marginally longer concerning something else that is trans-related. And if you couldn't tell from those tweets we earlier read what the theme of this video is, or the complaint being made, highlighted, or perhaps championed, chances are you need a new set of ears. Because at this point you're trans deaf.
People are really out here saying that trans CHOOCIE is the inferior product. I'm sorry, we have the designer, expensive, bougie CHOOCIE.
Yes, you have the one that is aesthetically designed to look as perfect as it can look on the exterior. That is what you have. Bougie, I guess, is accurate, actually. That doesn't mean anyone wants to stick something into it. Looks are, after all, quite deceiving. Am I right? I'm trying to wonder how many jokes I can make before I get this video demonetized. Because there are so many. I want to make them all.
Like, you're telling me if someone says, would you like this free paper bag that came with my groceries, or would you like this $35,000 bag? You're taking the designer Birkin, babe, like...
As I'm a bloke, you'll often find we take whichever bag we can get our hands on. In fact, it could be argued we're the ones that keep forgetting to take tote bags to the shops. I get the metaphor, I really do. However, even with the 6-month rule in effect, there are some lines that many are unwilling to cross, personal choice and preference being key to that. When one spends as much time as I can assume you do, surmise quite accurately from this 30-second clip that I'm not even finished with, in fact, it can be safe to guess you huff far too much of your own ego. No doubt because you possibly thought this to be a form of satire, or possibly because you actually believe it. I'm not what you call gender-critical feminist. I am not a feminist either, for that matter. I'm not a TERF. I'm not trans-exclusionary in any sense of the word. I have my own preferences. Asexuality Amish, of course. That's why I'm on a computer that's powered by a square wheel. But you've got to admit, when you put something on such a pedestal, you are by definition reducing women down to their choochie. That's the word we're going with, is it? Alright.
Seriously, you're just mad because trans girls don't want to put trash like you in our designer bags.
Is this the part where I insert a snarky remark about how at least one of those bags has the potential to create something else? No? Alright, I'm above that, so we won't do that. How about instead I simply say, designer bags are not where it's all at either, because it turns out not everyone is as materialistic or rice gummy about it, in the sense that, but if I have this brand, I'm superior to you. Now you did eventually, because you saw that your video was being shared about because of libs of TikTok, make a second video, a follow-up, and I want to play a little clip of that before we continue on.
Guys, it's finally happened. I finally had one of my TikToks shared into like a bunch of trans hate groups online.
That is a buzzy way of saying thought-terminating cliche because apparently TERFs only inhabit frequent Twitter. Achievement unlocked though, congratulations. You're still a smeghead.
And basically what's happened is before I had surgery, I'd get a lot of comments from these gender critical feminists or these, TERFs saying, you will never be a woman because you don't have a choochie.
Yes, this in turn led to the rise of the question that many people refuse to answer. Just what is a woman? Now this has become quite a tricky one to answer depending on how politically correct you want to be, how scientifically correct you want to be, and of course how societally correct you want to be. I think a woman is a sandwich wench.
Way to reduce women to their choochies, but anyway.
Don't you think this is a tad ironic, considering it was the very video where you reduced women to their choochies to claim yours or others that are trans choochies, is that it, were superior to the biological choochie? I really don't like the word choochie. It actually bothers me having to constantly say choo 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 chee.
And then I had surgery, and so the comments changed from you will never be a woman because you don't have a choochie to your choochie is fake. It's an open wound. It smells like poo, which I really don't know where they got that idea from, but anyway.
I really wish that those who use TikTok to respond to these kind of criticisms would put the comments on the screen so we had the evidence of it. It's great for context. It's also great for us to then understand this is real and not fake, i.e. a lie. But here's the best part, everyone. It's the next clip.
So I saw those comments. I thought, what would be funny? You know what these people would really, really hate? If I say that not only my choochie is just as good as theirs, I say it's actually superior. And then it's the designer product. I said it's the bougie, designer, expensive choochie, and anyone in their right minds would go for the designer product, right?
It's just a jet spray.
In case you couldn't tell. Understandably when it comes to social media, and some people seem blind to this, so I'm going to restate it because apparently I have to. Once you put it online, people are going to take you serially unless you have some form of parody written somewhere to indicate it is a parody. Reductio ad absurdum would assist you in, not getting as much criticism from those gender critical folk, the TERFs, or Twitter, as most of it is known. But in all seriousness, what is a woman?
I put in the caption that it was a joke. I said in the comments, just to be clear, all choochies are superior. It was just a joke in response to these really, really ill-informed and poor attempts at an argument.
When I searched your TikTok page to find the video so I could pull the comment up, I couldn't see it there. You'd think with all the attention this must have gotten you, the views would be an indicator as to where the video is. But, it's not there. Which means in turn what you've said means nothing.
And it worked. It absolutely struck a chord with with these people. And over the past 48 hours, I have been inundated with literally hundreds of troll accounts and hate accounts, and I've just been blocking them. And I'm really glad they came for me because my views have absolutely skyrocketed. I've been launched into For You pages. Even people I work with have been like, I saw you on TikTok.
The fact you're able to benefit out of this is fantastic. I, as someone that makes content on YouTube, fully support that. I 100% do, by the way, in all seriousness. It's just a shame the video's not on your page anymore. It may well have put you on the For You page, but that video would have carried on getting you all that negative attention that you're blocking out, meaning that you'll never have any long-term benefits to it beyond the instantaneous shock value for the 15 minutes that people pay attention to you for. On TikTok, 15 minutes of fame is almost a lifetime, but now you don't even have the video that got you the attention in the first place to fall back on.
Yesterday. So Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. And if anyone else is trying to get their views up and they're having issues with TikTok trying to get them to promote their videos, which is what was happening to me, just beta turf. You might have to block a few people, but you know what? Kind of worth it. And to all the people who probably will respond to this and say like, why did you delete the video? You're such a coward. I didn't delete it. I just put it onto friends only because it served its purpose, and I want to make sure that my TikTok comments sections are safe for trans people. And
based on the fact that this TikTok got about 8,500 views, and I have no idea how many thousands of views the TikTok that was 30 seconds long got, I'll assume you got bugger all out of it really. Again, the law of diminishing returns will be in full effect. Additionally, if you've blocked all of those that were at the first TikTok, they're not going to come back for the second one unless they create a new account first. Don't forget here, people can be banned and blocked, and new accounts can be created with a click of a finger. But if you're not interesting enough in the long term with the rest of your content, you're not growing an audience, you're not creating a safe space for trans people, you're creating an echo chamber solely based around the idea that you can only be right, and any criticism levied at you is fundamentally flawed. You're also forgetting here, you're not allowed to joke on the internet. It's haram! And that is wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now, I was going to finish the video by doing another response video to something else. However, this has overrun, and owing to time constraints, I can't do it today, which is unfortunate, but I will save it for a response video over on a Megon 2 Electric Boogaloo, my second channel where I mostly do, let's say, less filtered responses and news coverage. Basically whatever gets me the views. If you like that kind of content where I'm less restricted, the link to that channel is in the pinned comment down below. Thank you all very much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend, and thank you all for listening.